Iran and the United States have widened their attacks for the sixth consecutive day as the renewed war is showing no signs of de-escalation. Now, days after the US President Donald Trump had warned of the devastating attacks, the United States has in fact hit multiple bridges in Iran. Tehran has retaliated by unleashing its strongest fire since their truce collapsed. The biggest hit has been on Kuwait. Now, Iran attacked Kuwaiti water and power plants in counter-strikes against the United States, and Kuwait's government has said that a desalination and an electricity plant has been impacted, with many power generation units sustaining damage. Now, Kuwait's desalination plants are vital for the nation's survival, with no access to fresh water. These desalination facilities process seawater to supply nearly 90% of the drinking water in the country. And apart from Kuwait, the US military bases in Qatar, Jordan, Bahrain, Oman and Syria have also come under heavy Iranian fire, a clear indication of how Iran has been widening its strikes. Now, the IRGC has warned that Tehran will not halt its attacks in the region until Washington stops striking Iran's southern coastline in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Iran's retaliatory fire has come after the US bombed bridges, airports, railways in the latest round of attacks. CENTCOM released footage showing US forces striking and destroying the Chabahar Shahid Kalantari port surveillance tower in Iran. The military said that the facilities were part of an IRGC maritime surveillance network. The CENTCOM, for the very first time, has claimed to have struck Iranian infrastructure in more than a week. The Iranian state media has said that at least about 5 bridges have been struck in southern Iran, and all of these bridges are on routes that are connected to the city of Bandar Abbas, the coastal city on the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Tehran claims that at least about 8 people have been killed in bridge attacks by the United States. In the southern port of Bandar Khamer, where the train station was also hit, an airport was reportedly hit further east and away from the coast in Iran Shehr, in a province bordering Pakistan. The US claims striking multiple bridges in southern Iran as part of its war strategy to cut off supply routes to Bandar Abbas's port city and naval base in the Strait of Hormuz that Iran uses to attack ships and to project power. Now, the American military campaign has been extended to a facility central to Iran's trade and strategic ambitions in Central Asia. The US airstrikes have now brought down a maritime traffic control tower at Iran's Chabahar port. The Iranian state media claims that the Shahid Kalantari terminal collapsed after the facility was struck for the third time. And though the US military did not provide a detailed account of the Chabahar operation, the US Secretary of War shared a photograph on X showing a tower collapsing but did not identify the structure or its location. In retaliation, Iran has issued a chilling warning to the United States. It has threatened to target a network of key ports in Gulf states. And according to Iranian media, the key targets could be Jebel Ali, a huge container port in the United Arab Emirates, Mina Salman in Bahrain, home to the headquarters of the US Navy's 5th Fleet. Shuaibah Port and Camp Arif-Jan in Kuwait are also on the list. The list published by the Fars news agency included Qatar's main port, Hamad, and the King Fahd industrial port at Yanbu on the western coast of Saudi Arabia, which has become the logistical hub for the US military. Yanbu now serves as Saudi Arabia's main crude export outlet as traffic through the Strait of Hormuz remains severely disrupted. And we earlier spoke to Mr. Omer Oskilzilchik. He is a non-residential fellow at the Atlantic Council and also a defense analyst. Listen to what he had to say.
US is paying the price of following the lead of Israel. So as of now, the Iranian regime and especially the Iranian Republican Guard Corps, they strongly and confidently believe that they're winning this war and that making a peace that is in the middle between the US and Iran runs against the interests of Iran. And they hardliners inside the Iranian regime, they are very confident that they can gain much more. So it's basically Iran overplaying its hand. Yes, definitely. The memorandum of understanding was a clear signal that the US gave several concessions to Iran and that the negotiated text of the memorandum of understanding was driven by Iranian demands rather than by American.